So we'll let the last be first and the first last, so we'll let the back tables go first. And that's because my mother is sitting there. And she lives with me.
You are a tutor. Raise your hand. If you participate in hosting the chapel services, raise your hand. All right. Who are our office volunteers in the room? And what about our mealtime with the mission or meal servers? We would not be able to offer the services that we do without the support of our volunteers. I want to introduce someone to you right now who has specifically benefited from the volunteer programs and the services that the volunteers offer to our residents. And it's my pleasure.
What this mission means to me, it means a lot. Because when I came, I was having problems with my arm, breathing and spelling, and Miss Adam and Laura helped me out a lot. So I can't put words on, what it means or what they can help me with. But the only thing I know that helps me change my life, and I appreciate that a lot. So you can't put a price on, by helping people and understanding and loving, but it just all comes from the heart. So the only thing I can say is thank y'all for being there for me and for everybody else who walked through those doors. And so God bless you.
So glad you came, and we want you to know how significant that your volunteerism, your ministry is at the Charlotte Rescue Mission. For each of our clients, they've taken their heart and surrounded it with a brick wall. And what you have allowed that person to do is remove each of those bricks so that ultimately the heart is exposed. And I like what Ezekiel talks about, that God would take out the heart of stone and give us a heart of flesh, a heart that feels, a heart that loves.
I was looking for a way to serve Christ's kingdom, and I knew the long-standing reputation of the rescue mission. I knew something of your history and your record. I had heard Tony on radio. Because I looked at a needy, and it is indeed a needy world, isn't it? It's a broken world. And what greater need is there than addiction? Is one struggling with addiction. And I'm a fair large. It's always fun to come to the rescue mission. I'm always encouraged by the staff. It's one of the few, generally when you're an outsider, people use you as a sounding board, and that's where they do the complaining. But in the 4 years I've come to the rescue mission, I've never had one employee complain to me or say something negative about anybody. So, and I think that's particularly encouraging. The spirit.
As John said, the goal is to serve Christ. And in Matthew 25, Jesus is talking to a group of people, and he says, "When I was hungry, you fed me. When I was thirsty, you gave me something to drink." And the people didn't understand that. They said, "When were you hungry? When were you thirsty? When did we give you a drink?" And he said, "Doing it to my children is the same as doing it to me." When I retired, I wanted to find a way to serve Jesus. The mission helps me do that, because that's what Jesus was talking about. And when you think about what he did for us, how he served, was a servant to us, and we can just give back a little bit. That's what it's about. And I would tell you that the rescue mission has touched my life in a lot of different ways.
My favorite verse when I think of rebound is the thief, John 10:10. The thief comes to steal, to kill, and destroy. Most of the folks that come through Rebound are right on the verge of all three of those. And thank God for the last half of that. But I am come rebound is here for you, that you might have a more abundant life, and that you can go out and make a difference in the world. And we've had many success stories come through Rebound. We have a lot of people who have gone on to be in the ministry. I have had them come back after years to visit and say hello, and AA, and all the other things that will help people get sober. But until they put Jesus Christ in their heart, not in their head, in their heart, then they're not going to be able to overcome the issues that they're struggling with. Thank you. And thank you.
And so it's been a great inspiration to me to be there, to help those people who really need help. And God will bless all of us. I know the Lord, when he was on the cross, he said, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. Those who walk through the door, they don't really know what they're doing, but they're there to get help from volunteers like all of us here. Thank you for this gathering today, and I appreciate the opportunity to speak to you.
Tony said, these guys don't think a lot of themselves, and when we first start tutoring them, we hear a lot of, oh, I'm sorry, I missed this word, I didn't know this equation, I'm so sorry. But as the time goes by, they gain more confidence. And while 90 days is not much time to teach reading and math, it's enough time to begin to help them to make some small accomplishments and to begin to feel good about themselves in a small way. Every once in a while, not always, but every once in a while, the wall will drop and you'll get a glimpse of that very vulnerable person inside. And that's a very touching moment. But whatever we do, and as much as we help the clients, I don't think that any of them have been helped as much as I have personally, and I think I speak for all the other tutors and probably everyone who volunteers there, that the blessings for me far outweigh anything that I would do. It's a wonderful thing to see these people who've been in such terrible straits and who are working hard to get out of it and who are applying themselves. And it's hard work to study reading and math when you're also doing NA and AA and all the meetings they have and the work slots and this and that. It's hard work.
The third thing is that I am an alcoholic. And fortunately, 15 years ago, I took my last drink. And when I see other men suffer, I always say to myself, you know, I know all the catchphrases of alcoholics, you know, by the grace of God, there go I. Because I could have been at the Charlotte Rescue Mission as a client. In fact, that they have a very busy day. They get up early in the morning and lights out at, I don't know what time, 10 or something. And the fact is that they need people like you.
I saw when the men came in, and they were truly at their most broken and fragile point. And I saw how the staff actually took them in, comforted them, said words of encouragement. And you see the families that are there with them to support them through this next journey. Every time I look in those men's eyes, I see that desperation. And my heart breaks for them because it's not easy. For you to get to that point, you have to be in a dark place. And everything that you all do, every effort, every kind word, every smile, helps those men get through. It helps them not just get through the day, but they can get through the hour. Most of them just need a word of encouragement. It's not that they need their ego stroked. They just need to feel reassured, and they need to regain their self-esteem. Some of them are so broken that you're talking, they have a lifetime of hurt that we're trying to rebuild. And I mean, the beautiful thing is that I always had the impression that the mission only dealt with homelessness, and then you start to get into the depths and the dynamics of what it is they really do. I mean, they are changing lives every day. So every cent, every minute that you can spare is truly saving a life. So I just want to say, as an intern looking in and someone who, you know, I'm just completely amazed by the whole process, that I think it's fair to speak for everyone that we are truly gratified and humbled that you all have taken so much time out of your lives, away from your families, to help men who honestly would probably be overlooked and just considered a statistic in society. So thank you, truly from the bottom of our heart, okay?